our institute invited 3 agencies plus 1 who left yesterday for this meeting. So if you wouldn't mind, if you would like, but maybe it doesn't matter, maybe you can come closer, there's no more people coming, but if you are happy with this where you sit, it's okay. So now we have with us representatives of 3 agencies, and I will tell you a bit in the information why we are working with specifically these agencies. And as you see, the name of the session is Searching for Synergies. That means that we really want to cooperate both to save the resources, to save the idea, to save and not to lose anything. And it's, as you see, EIGE, the European Institute, Eurofound, FRA, OSHA, CEDEFOP. You will hear about the names a bit later. Now, just very shortly, because at least in Lithuania, so it's very often you get a question, what is it, a European agency? So, as you see, it is a decentralized, those agencies are decentralized, they are independent bodies, and they are entrusted by several tasks by the European institutions, and usually they take it as their own responsibility. The thing which is interesting is that despite European Union having 32 decentralized agencies, there's no single legal framework which would be governing the establishment or the last days or closing of an agency. So far it was only 1 agency closed, but that means that every agency is developed and is established in a way, in its own individual way, and it has to search for the ways how to do it. But of course, the biggest support and the lead is always done by the parent DG, the Directorate General, which by the policy area is helping the agency to create all the necessary frame. Now, if you see, it's some referred text from the white paper, but it's more, it is connected to the specificity that the agencies usually are the ones which are based not on political, but on technical know-how and expertise in specific area which the agency is created for. And of course, the meaning is that it's cost savings, and it is really factor-like work which agencies are doing. And of course, if we look now, what type of agencies? Executive and regulatory agencies. So executive agencies are the ones which never are placed in a member state. They are usually working within the specific directorate which has the policy area, and then they are helping to in the managerial tasks. But they don't have the same way as the decentralized regulatory agencies like us being in a member state, being decentralized, and they also work in specific sector. Now, again, context information. Agencies in most cases, except for a few ones, which charge for the services. There are some who charge and then they get the income. The other agencies, like ours, I believe, are mostly funded from the subsidies, and that means that it's all the European Union member states. We are a part of the budget, and we are a part of the public budget of European Union. Another thing is also that it is very much the agency's role is to make the input into policy making, but not make policies. That means that whatever we prepare, whatever we create, is supposed to help the policy-making bodies to have a clear picture, to have a real argument and facts in order to make the right policies or in order to implement the policies which exist. So here are some names. And if you look, the first one is not our Synergy agency. I just took it in order to show you that this is one of the agencies which generates income by itself because it's chemicals. But then the others, European Center for Development of Vocational Training, CEDEFOP, and also EU OSHA, Agency for Safety and Health at Work, And then we have Eurofound. Unfortunately, director of Eurofound had to leave yesterday. He was here, but we will be able to show also what Eurofound does through the website, the ones who are interested. But if you see, it's also Foundation for Improvement of Living and Working Conditions. It's also very important. And then we have FRA, Fundamental Rights. The director is sitting here with us today. And all those 4 agencies, by the establishment regulation of our institute, are agencies which do similar work, but not the same work, which means that in all those 3 areas besides our work, men and women come in as individuals, and that's why today we will see how the agencies see also how the gender equality is a part of their work. But since we need to create cooperation and not duplicate, of course, for us, it is one of the steps to do today, which we started now, is to discuss how we together use each other's resources and how we work in order to really find synergies. And now, as you see, under establishment, I didn't put for the moment the 2 names of the towns, and I'm sorry for that, but it was no time in reality now. But you see 4 agencies are being created, which will be also placed in new member states. And the last part, after we have discussed with the Synergy group, will be also, we would like to show to you what challenges do the agencies face while being establishing, but also what rights and obligations do the member states have while they are fighting for the agencies to be placed in the member states. So, now the first part was shortly to show for you the specificity of the agencies, and now we will go, I will pass the word to our representative from CEDEFOP, and please don't be surprised that she leaves after she has done it directly, because her plane is leaving, but I hope you will manage to present CEDEFOP's work.